What's up, dudes? Welcome back to the heavy-duty cut test of the Risner cutlery Appalachian Ridgerunner. We're doing a little bit more involved, a little bit more heavy-duty testing on this knife because it is such a big slip joint. I think it can really do a lot of work, so I kind of want to show that. And I also want to show how tough a slip joint can be, and that you can really do a lot of work with the slip joint. It doesn't have to be a locking knife. So the blade steel here is S90V. Also, I haven't really tested QSP's S90V that in depth yet, so I really wanted to kind of put their S90V to the test. And so we're just going to do some random stuff. I'm mostly going to shut up during this part, and then once we start the regular cut test part towards the end of the video with like the cardboard and stuff, then I'll start commenting again. But for now, just enjoy the cutting. So sometime in that last clip, I bent the tip very slightly over to one side. I forget which side. Over to the right a little bit, which is honestly good. I would rather that happen than it snap, you know. And I was putting a lot of pressure, kind of prying pressure on that tip when I was trying to get that bark off that piece of wood. So that's not a fail at all. That's you know, it didn't snap. That's great. So here we are. We're going to do the regular cut test that we always do with the cardboard and the Cecil rope and the leather glove and all that stuff. So let's get into it. I haven't stropped or sharpened or done anything to the edge in between the last clips and this one. So we're still working off that same factory edge we began with. Starting off with some regular thickness cardboard. Slicing pretty well. This isn't the sliciest knife ever, but it's plenty slicey, you know. Handling the regular cardboard just fine. Let's get some double thickness cardboard up in here. And it did pretty well with this too. A little bit, more muscle needed to push through this thicker stuff, but, it's not dragging. It's not, it's still a clean cut. Utility cuts. This is not the best blade shape for utility cuts. As you can see, the tip is just pretty high. So you're almost at like not a 90, but close to a 90-degree angle trying to get up to that tip. But it's not, in a pinch, it's fine. If you need to do a couple little utility cuts here and there, you'll be fine. The glove. Let's roll this puppy up. Make some sushi rolls. Nice clean cuts. Edge still has a bite to it. And we usually stop right about there, but we're going to keep going on this one. We're going to cut this whole glove up, pretty much. We'll cut the rest of it up later in the video. Usually I only do I think 3 cuts on the leather glove. Cecil rope. This is the last of it. I gotta go buy more. Still sharp enough to pop through this stuff easily. Still got some bite on the edge. That's good to see, man. Are we still sharp enough to cut paper? Yes, we are. Absolutely. Awesome. Let's cut up the rest of the glove here. Most of the first part of the video, we did some kind of chopping on the wood at the beginning, but most of it was just like tip stuff, seeing how sturdy the tip was. So I'm not that surprised that it still is retaining a good edge after all that, because we weren't really doing much to the edge itself. But still, this is the regular cut test, and a lot of knives at this point wouldn't be doing this well anyway with just what we've done so far. So yeah, this S90V seems to be pretty darn good. We're still cutting paper. Had some trouble with the wind, so I moved over to the car afterwards. And you can see we're still cutting paper. Not as easily as we were before. It kind of wants to rip toward the end, but it's cutting paper, man. The edge still has a little bit of bite to it. I would say that was a success, man. This is a pretty big badass knife. For me, this is a little big for daily carry. Maybe it's not for you. A lot of people like big knives. I don't really. So I don't really see myself carrying this, on the daily. But if you're into this kind of thing, I'd say this did very well with the testing. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.